Bret, he's like he's running his mouth again now. Not enough time in life to be hating people.
It's true, man. Bret Hart just never stops. It's crazy.
20 years after the business. I mean,
that's like 30.
Yeah, he's writing all kinds of shit now again. He's on tour in England now, but blistering Triple H, blistering me, blistering Hogan, who's not even alive to defend himself.
I mean, hate's an energy burner.
Yeah, even to be jealous, it takes too much energy.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, some people could say, like, well, this is Bret Hart's, real opinion. This is how he feels. He's always going to say this. I guess. But, it's just surprising, though. It's true. It's like, man, it's like it seemed like he might have buried the hatchet a while ago, but it's just still out there. And even if Bret Hart knows something we don't know about how maybe terrible or awful some people are or something, and so Bret Hart won't let go of it, I understand that. But, yeah, it is crazy, man, how much Bret Hart will still just pile on to people. He is wild, Bret Hart is. I mean, I love Bret Hart as a wrestler, and I love Bret Hart and everything, but, yeah, you wish that people would get along and move on from so much hate and so much resentment and just bitterness and whatever. But, I mean, if it's honestly the way he feels, I guess that's the way it is. Here's Ric Flair. Guess Ric Flair's working out here. Wow, man. What? Please stop, Rick. Oh, my God. Ric Flair's crazy, man. He just won't quit. You got to admire it, because if he stopped, he'd probably, get old and die in a nursing home. The guy is going. He goes. We're going to remember that about Ric Flair, man, that the guy never stopped. He went as hard as he could for all his life. He will go, probably, unless, God forbid, something happens. But, man, he is still going. I hope Ric Flair never ends up quietly, slowly rotting away in a nursing home or something. I hope he goes another 10 years, and he goes as hard as he can another 10 years or longer, and just goes quickly in his sleep or something, where like yesterday he was running around doing stuff. Wouldn't that be great? You never got to the point where you're laying somewhere kind of not suffering but miserable and getting older and falling away. You just go hard all the way till the end. That would be wonderful, kind of, right?
Did you know
I don't even want to think about Ric Flair.
The final boss, The Rock.
As a head writer, I tell people this all the time. When it comes to creative, okay, it's all about your approach.
Right.
Because talent is not going to like some of the stuff I write. And I am fine with that, because the bottom line is I'm writing for 50 guys. So
this is about whether The Rock is like a good guy to work with or something?
Come to me after I give you the script. You might have saw something I didn't see, or maybe we could do it this way. But it's about the approach. Yeah. I mean, you give me this doesn't...
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what Vince Russo's talking about there. He's just kind of rambling on.
That was between Bray and I. It was a moment that we exchanged, and now I really don't, with him passing, it needs to stay between us.
Okay.
No, that was between Bray and I.
Yeah, so we'll never know what Undertaker said to Bray, but also, why do you want to know so bad? Why do so many people want to know so much about that? I mean, I get it, but, like, what does it matter what he said? If he said something like, hey, you're the next guy, well, he's dead now. And if he said something like, you got this, he's dead now. Whatever he said. Like, hey, wait till, whatever it was he said. He might have just said, hey, after this, let's go drink some, Mountain Dew. Like, who cares? That is cringe.
What happened to the snakeskin pants you wore against Angle? Because you should bring those back next Saturday Night Main Event. Guys, they're in our closet. Because he does like to wear...
I like Michelle and Undertaker doing a podcast. I just don't like that Undertaker's really cool podcast has become this. But I would have taken this on the side. Like, I think it would have been cool if Undertaker kept his podcast the way it was and did it once a month, but also did a new show on the WWE with Michelle called Michelle Taker and Michelle, or Michelle and Taker, or Dead Man, Dead Woman, something like that. I think people would not have minded if he did a second podcast with his wife. That would have been fine. But, cutting the other one and then bringing this there like it is that one, like, That was a
When I
huge
worked
mistake.
with John a lot, that was a very fun time.
I'm not sure where I stand with Triple H. Just being honest, I never rated him. Everything he's done, everything he's created,
Isn't he always rating Triple H?
it's all stuff that he wrote out for himself. I wish I could have sat back in 1992 and said, well, this is what I'm going to do for the next 10 years. I'm going to win every title, and I'm going to be champion 55 times. Or 500 times. I think Triple H is a phony, like in the sense that he's
Jesus.
never earned it, and he never deserved it. He just married the boss's daughter. Let me just say this. I wish he'd been in the dressing room when I knocked Vince out. And I wish that it had happened. I wish he was in the dressing room, because he might not be married to Stephanie anymore. Or,
What the hell what is wrong with what is wrong with Bret Hart, dude? What? He never earned it? I mean, Triple H worked as like a jabroni in WCW. He started here at Killer Kowalski's wrestling school in Massachusetts, my wrestling school. He then went, to WCW. He went to WWE. He worked his way up in WWE. They did the curtain call, and he was punished for it for years. And then he earned his spot several times, and then he married the boss's daughter. It's not like he just married the boss's daughter and now I get championships. I mean, you literally ignored the toughest part of the guy's career. What is wrong? I like Bret Hart, but what are you talking about? How can you diminish a guy so bad? You might not like Triple H, and you might think he's a bit of a phony, and you might think Triple H is a politician guy, and the Triple H, is not the greatest ever. You might think all these things, but you can't just deny his entire career and say, "Yup, that guy sucks." Or I don't know, bro. This is just disingenuous from Hart to me. He just don't like Bret. He just don't like Triple H, because you can't. If you kind of like Triple H, or if you didn't like him that much, you give him some credit, and the fact that he gives him negative credit is just bizarre. That's just bizarre. No real fan should accept this either, by the way.
might not have ever happened. There was so much anger.
What does that mean? What is he talking about there?
And Triple H was such a slime ball back in 1997.
I'm sure he might have been.
He was a guy that I had very little respect for and never really rated him. I don't know. You guys tell me. There's not one match that I ever watched of Triple H's with anybody that I ever thought was like, oh, that's a great match. I never ever wanted to wrestle him. I always look at every wrestler and go, I could do this with that guy and I could do this with that guy. But with Triple H, it was always like just a match. Nothing special ever came to my mind. I'm not sure.
I don't understand that. I don't understand that. Triple H is kind of like Charlotte Flair, where I feel like a lot of Charlotte Flair's matches, repetitive things happen in them. So I understand that part of it, like if that's what he's talking about with Triple H. But I mean, you know, John Cena versus Triple H at WrestleMania 22. I think Triple H and The Rock at SummerSlam 98 was the latter match was good. Mick Foley and Triple H. You know, there's Undertaker, Triple H. There's been other ones too, for sure. You know, I think Triple H usually lands. Triple H and Seth Rollins at WrestleMania a little while back was really good. I kind of enjoyed the Sting thing, although that wasn't a great match, but it was like a fun thing to watch. But I mean, like, just, you know, I don't get it. Triple H is not like below a 7 out of 10. He's not. Bret Hart talks about Triple H like he's a 5 out of 10 wrestler. Or less. That's crazy. This is crazy. I'm sorry. This is bizarre. Anyway, I'm Joe Cronin, guys. I hope you guys subscribe to the channel. Leave your comments down below. And if you guys want me to do more videos like this where I just skim through shorts of wrestling clips, I will do it. Just tell me in the comments down below. And please, if you like this content, I need your help badly. You guys can support the channel by doing paypal.me/Joe Cronin Show. Or you guys can you can send me a Cash App as well. Or any of the links down below, or become a patron, whatever you want to do, man. Or you can Cash App directly. Tell me what to do. Tell me a video. Give me a shout out. Next video I'll do it. I'll do it for a week, a month, a year, whatever you want. There it is. Here's some more videos popping up in just a minute that you might have missed on YouTube, so check those out as well. Please send me anything you can to support down below if you want, and say it in a super thanks. It will be pinned to the top of this chat. What do you guys think about Bret Hart? Is he over the top? Is he dead right? Is he dead wrong? What are we thinking about this and everything we talked about in this video? I'll catch you guys in the next one. It's Joe Cronin, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.